Regular expression support. Regular expression is a string process mechanism that it can search for any unusual string and find out the proper pattern of some set of the character. Let's go with the example before I show you the rule and regulation. Let's look at this example. Select a column from a table, any table, from DOL where regular expression like you can see this is the source string. In this string find a pattern such as start of the line, start of the string start with the F or HT. In this example it's start with the HT. It could be F or HT. Let me show you the other one too. Here I put the other one too. So the start of the string start with this set F or HT, any of these two. So in this example the string start with the H, right here HT, which is this HT, follow up by any string of character TPS, which is S optional, and follow up by a colon. And by the way, this dollar sign, it means this is the end of the line or end of the string. So a string is ended up with the P or ended up with S and colon. Now if I ran this example, as a result you're going to see that it displays for us a string, a column from a table, which I didn't put any column right here, just I put this string. If I ran the same one with the F, which is again optional, again it returns us a column, because the optional F also is acceptable. So F or HT, F or HT, as I show you in this example, is acceptable. However, if I'm going and change this string and I'm putting a character at the end or at the beginning of string, which is violating this regular expression pattern, then I'm not going to see anything. Let's consider, a string ended up with the XXX. If I execute this option, it won't return me any result, as you're going to see no row selected. Let's go to detail. Well, let's go back to the same example. I use right here, this is sysdate. We have two types of the character in the regular expression. One type we call it meta character, which are operators that specify the search algorithm. See right here, this character right here, this character F, this is HT, this quotation mark, semicolon, dollar sign, and let's put it this set that I have it right here, this set right here, and this set. They are meta character. They are meta character, and they are meaningful character. In case if you want to use any of these character in your set, in your string set, then you have to use backslash dot or backslash plus. We're going to see some example. The other type of character that we have, they are literal, which is like the sysdate, or like this example that we did right here. Like this example that we did, literal character like HTTP, this is my string, this is my string, this is my string. That's what we call literal character. So we have two different type of the character in the regular expression. As I said, regular expression is really powerful string processing, or let's say algorithm. Now it is far more than algorithm. It is better to call it a string processing mechanism. Let's process the first string that already we spoke about it. The first string right here, you're going to see we said right here, this is the regular expression started right here. Let me put it an underscore line right here. As you see, I put it, this is our regular expression, and this is our string, and we're asking select a column from a table where regular expression like operator in this string, look for this pattern. Now let's explain what is this pattern. This pattern, this character mean what? Match the beginning of the string. This character $$ mean match end of the string. So the beginning of the string should be start with the F, and the end of the string should be ended with the colon. So the colon right here, and the H or F, HT or F, these are the beginning and ending. So this is at the beginning string right here. This is mean anything, any pattern right here happening, it is beginning of the string. And this $$ mean anything before that one, it mean end of the string. So this too is clear. Now, when we have a pattern, a parenthesis, whatever inside the parenthesis, they are a unit. Treat, as I put him right here, treat the enclosed expression within the parentheses as a unit, as a single unit. They should come exactly like what we have. Right here, we have look like F, or we have a look like HT. So a string start with the F, or a string start with the HT. This is optional. Any bar that I put right here, it mean this one, this F, or this HT. And by the way, this is a unit. From this parenthesis, open parenthesis, to close parenthesis right here, this is a unit. Follow up by a character T, follow up by a character P, follow up by S. But right here we put S is optional. Could be S, could not be S. So it's when we go and see the question mark, mean the character before that one is optional. So it could exist or could not exist. As I showed to you, this is the detail of a structure, all the meta character we have in the regular expression. Here is the table syntax and description of each of those syntax that we're using in the regular expression, as you see right here. Here is more. One more page exists right here. Here are the remaining of the section. Well, as you can see, match the beginning of the string. $, match end of the string. Treat this, the next character after this one, as a normal character. And as you can see in much more description that I prefer you reading your book. If you notice right here in the where clause, we said where regular expression like. This is a function that is going to check for the pattern of the regular expression. What type of function we have? Let's go look at all the possible functions. We have 5 functions, or let's put a 6 function that we can use in the select clause, or we can use it in the where clause, which we're going to say regular expression like, regular expression replace a character, or a regular expression exists this pattern, or replace a character, or regular expression insert in the proper field, or regular expression substring, and finally regular expression count the pattern that occur in a string. Here is the example that already we explained it. Here are the syntax rule of all 5 possible regular expression function, the syntax format of it that we have. Let's go do, currently we did the example for like. Let's go ahead and do a regular expression for insert statement. INSTR, in a string. Look for the occurrence of some string in the character. Here's another example. Before I go, let me show you another example exists in your book about the like operator. This example is about the like operator. Let's try this example too. As you will see in this example, you're going to see right here that we're executing. And let's look at this pattern again, explain this pattern a little bit more clear. Right here I'm going to looking the display the first name and last name, where regular expression first name string look like start with the start of the string is S uppercase and T and follow up by E. So S follow up by T follow up by E. And the end of the string is N, and the end of the string, all of them, they ended with the N, lowercase. Display the first name and last name of all the string which this were condition true in that one. The next example is we're going to use a regular expression replace. And in this replace, we're going to say, okay, look up the phone number. And if you're going to see occurrence of a dot, replace that dot with the dash. All the phone that they have a dot, replace the dot with the dash. We use right here because the dot is a special character, it's a metadata, a special character. Meta character. It is a meta character. So replace that character with let me bring my slide up. So because this is a reserve, this is a meta character, we're going to say, okay, do not regard this one as a meta character. Because of this slash, if this is backward slash, mean consider that one as a normal character in the string and replace it with the underscore. Let's try this example too. Here is this example. Let's look at the example so we can explain it better. If you're noticing, we have let's say set line size to 120. So set line size to 120 character, and it still is the font is too long. Let me shrink the display that one in the proper. You will see the first field is the dot, the second one is the right one. And the reason is right here, because right here we have asking to select display the phone number, original phone number, which is this one, and then we're asking replace this, display this one. Use a regular expression to replace the dot with the dash. So I reorder asking to display in the 12 character the column name. And let's see what's going to happen now. And you're going to see that display the phone with the dash, this is with the dot. Let's go to the next. The next example, the alphanumeric display. We're going to say look at in the string and look for the first alphabet which you're going to find out on the string. So regular expression in str, which is in a string, search for first occurrence of the alphabet character. The alphabet is a reserved word right here. So look for the first occurrence, colon, right here. This set that you're going to see between these two brackets right here, look for the first occurrence of the alphabet. And we're going to execute this one. We're going looking for the source data string address, and if the string address there are somewhere alphabet, display us the position of it. So we're going to display that one, and as a result you're going to see, can you see in the same screen? Yes, you're going to see, let me reset this string. I reset the column, and now let's see, can we look at it better? Yeah, it is better now. And you're going to see this one, you're going to set the first character occur on the position 6. So if we're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and right here is the 6th character start with the J. 6th character, this one start in the 5th character. This one start at the position 1, we don't have 0. Position 1, and again the last one start at position 1. Let's consider the next example. We would like to say, okay, start display string where you gonna see a space between the anything. When the first space that you gonna see, start displaying a string from this point and after. To do that one, let's go ahead right here, and we're going to use the function regular expression substring and display a substring of a full string. So right here I'm going to using the string address, which is the source of the regular expression, and right here is the pattern. The pattern we're going to say look for occurrence of the space in the string, and you're going to see I open this one, close it, this one right here. This combination right here mean the start of the substring start with the space and from the table location. And if I execute this option, here's the example for regular expression with the substring. Here's the syntax format. Here is the example. Let's explain this example and then we can go. We're going to say look at the string address. Let me see, I have a better example right here so you can see both of them. Right here, we're going to say look at the address field plus a string address as a source for regular expression. Let me bring this one right here so you can see it better. Not this example right here, and we're going to say look at the substring. For the pattern in this string, look for a pattern, start a string, and whatever is that one, you should see a space. And when you're going to see a space plus ended up that substring, that you're going to see another space. So right here you're going to start with the number, go all the way to here. Then you're going to find out there is a space. This is a space right here. Then you're going to follow up by a string and then ended up with another space. Well, if we run this example, it's going to generate a result like this one. So you're going to see this character. Let's test this example and look at this one. As you see right here, I have the same string. Let's run it and execute it, and you're going to see, let me list it, that one, so you can see that one. So right here, there should be a set of the number for a string. You start from right here. There is a set of the number follow up by a subset string and follow up by a space. So in fact, in this pattern, you're going looking for a string which is a space, then a string, then follow up by another space. And you're going to see in this one, which we don't have any number, it won't display anything. Let's look at another example. In this example that we have right here, we have in a string. We're looking for a pattern in the string which is occur. We have a regular expression and we have a string such as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. We're asking to look for the pattern 1, 2, 3 in this string. And there are some other sub pattern, but the only portion that we are concerning, tell me what is the occurrence of the string 1, 2, 3. And right here, as you're going to see in this example, this slide, that we have a pattern of 1, 2, 3, or we have a pattern of 4, this open parenthesis right here, 2, this one right here, this close parenthesis right here, 4, follow up by a sub pattern 5, 6, and follow up by sub pattern 7, 8. And also you're going to see that we explained this is the source of a string. This is the pattern we're looking for, that one. And if you notice in right here, this pattern occurred at the position 1, position 2. Position 1 is 0, but the pattern 1, 2, 3 occur at the position 1 of this string. And if we run the example, it generates us the same result. You're going to see when we run the string, we're going to see the pattern 1, 2, 3 occur at the position 1 and after. So at the position 2, position 1, position 2. Well, this is a complex example, but I show you just an example, and I show you a PowerPoint of that one, explaining piece by piece which is of those option argument they mean, as you can see right here. But let's go see where we're going to use this type of this regular expression in a string. Look for me in a string for two different space. For example, in this example right here, we're going to look for the pattern GTC follow up by TCAC and follow up by AAG. And if we're going to run this execution, you're going to see that it tells us this pattern occur in this string where. Okay, tell me in this pattern occur in this string at what position. And if we run it, I hope that it won't give me any error. It's going to show us 198, but your book show 195. That's regular expression. Because I think two different space different, that's what it makes the difference. Make it different. Now, the final example that I'm going to use is regular expression count. Let's consider we would like to count how many GTC occur in this crazy string. And if I run the example, it's pretty simple. The regular count expression is much more simpler than instr. Instr is complex. But anyway, if I'm going to run this example, it's going to show me that this GTC occur in this string 4 times. Let's look at the example. This is the example. Let's go ahead and run it. And you're going to see it's occur 4 times in this in this string. In this GTC occur 4 times in this substring, in this string. And thank you.